I rescue animals now, and it's because a dog pretty much saved my life over there. I enlisted when I was at the Citadel. I'm still serving now. I'm a captain in the Oklahoma National Guard. So I've been in for almost 13 years and served in Afghanistan for 18 months, basically 2006 to the beginning of 2008. Outside of Bagram in a valley called LSA, 3 straight days of contact. We were trying to put in police checkpoints, and we had gotten ambushed, and a couple of our guys got wounded. So I maneuvered my vehicle and was able to lay down suppressing fire, and we were able to get out and stabilize the wounded and then get them medevaced out. So I got the Bronze Star for heroism. After we had medevaced those guys out, my colonel flew with them and he told us to go back and clear out a valley. And it was just me and 7 other guys, and we went there, and when we showed up to the police station, nobody else was there. And except one Afghan. He came out and told us that we got intel that they're going to hit this place, and we had just built this brand new police station, cost a lot of money. So, and we had strict orders not to travel at night because we got ambushed all the time. So I decided to stay put, but I didn't have enough men to defend the perimeter, so we went to an overwatch position so we could look down. And there was just 7 of us, and then somewhere else in the country, somebody lost a radio. So when that happens, they switch the frequencies. The information did not get to us, so we lost radio contact. We knew we were about to get hit. Because the worst part was two of the, I call them kids because one was 17, the other one was 18, just got in country. They were afraid of their own shadow. I mean, it's scary out there. And I was trying to do my best for them, but there's only 7 of them, and it got to the point where I realized what kind of situation we were in, that literally I took a bag of grenades and put it in the center of our perimeter, and I said, hey guys, last one, take out as many as you can. And that kind of sunk in with everybody, and I think about that day every day of my life. Stray dog came up, and I've always loved animals, so we played with her, we fed her, and when the nighttime came, we got ready to go to work, and there wasn't a lot of illumination from the moon, so our night vision goggles weren't quite working, and we were on top of the hill, so with the shadow cast down, that you can't really see what something's approaching. So, but this dog, about midnight, we've been up for a couple of days, so we're all kind of punchy. About 1, 2 in the morning, I hear her growling, and she just takes off, and then I hear her biting somebody and see a couple flashes, from they were trying to shoot, and then she came back, and then she went back out. She did that about 3 or 4 times because they were trying to test our perimeter. If it had been for her, they would have overran our position. They would have taken us out. So I call her my angel of LSA. Real famous quote from a monk of New Skeet. They're real famous for training dogs, that there's a perfect embodiment of God's love is in a dog. And that was never more true than that day when a stray dog from nowhere came out and saved all of our butts. I feel betrayed. I feel abandoned. I am proud to be a soldier. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do my entire life. And I wanted to serve my country. I volunteered to go over there. And I took them at their word that, look, if you get hurt, we're going to take care of you. And then when I came back, I had injured my shoulder in a Humvee accident during a combat operation, and they wanted to fly me out. And I said, no, I want to stay, because that would have been the end of my tour, and I had a lot of guys I was in charge of. And so then they said, we'll fix it when you get to Fort Stewart, when you demob. I got there, and they just wanted to, it was just paperwork, so they just kicked us out. So they didn't fix me. I had to drive from Mississippi to Fort Benning, Georgia to try to get it fixed. And it took so long to get my paperwork processed that I ran out of active duty orders, so then they just sent me home. So so it basically took me 2 years to get my right shoulder fixed. I had to go through my private insurance. And the day before my surgery was scheduled, I finally got a call from the VA after waiting them for about 6 to 8 months. And Doctor comes in, I have my x-rays, I have my MRIs, everything ready for him. He walks in and he goes, well, what are you here for? I'm like, well, my shoulder, I need to get it, repaired, rotator cuff, all that. And he was like, okay. I tried to hand it to him. He didn't want to look at the x-rays, didn't want to look at the MRI. He just said, well, basically he came up and started feeling my shoulder. Well, we'll just cut you open, we'll fix whatever's wrong in there. I go, well, that sounds good, doc, but that's the wrong shoulder. He was playing with my left shoulder instead of the right. So obviously did not go through with the surgery through the VA.